Hey guys, this is your friend Les, and welcome to a speed build video for Lori's Retreat. My friend Lori from Twitter, she posted a picture of a cottage and said she'd really love to have a house like this in her game. So I stepped up to the plate and said, hey, can I build this for you? And she said, sure. So I went ahead and built it. It doesn't look exactly like the one that she posted, but it looks kind of similar. Just doesn't have that second story window lighting going on that this house will have. So it's a I would say it's probably medium size. It's not that small, but it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath cottage made for 1 sim, maybe 2 sims. I don't know. I'm sure you could fit 2 sims in there, but it's definitely not for a family of 3 or more. It's definitely for 2 people. So I think this is the first time I've ever built a cottage in game. So this is a first for me, and I'm pretty proud of the way that it turned out. So I hope you guys like it, and if you do, make sure you let me know. I want to hear what you think. And this house is already up in my gallery. You can find it by searching EA ID LessThanZeroSims. And you should be able to search it via hashtag LessThanZeroSims as well. And if that hashtag doesn't work, you can also use the hashtag LessThanZero1013, which is my old gallery ID name. So I have recently changed that up, and which reminds me, I need to make sure that I go back and I check my video description stuff so that it makes sure that it reflects that change, because it's been changed like that for a while now, and I think I may have forgotten to do that in my video description notes. But anyways, that's unimportant stuff. You guys don't care about that. You're here to see this house being built. So the second story that I just placed on top there, of course, there's no flooring up there. It is for lighting purposes only, but if you wanted to, if you grab this house, of course, you can add a floor and some stairs and do whatever you want with it. Or you can turn it into like an upper level loft type thing if you need to add in, you know, an extra bedroom in case you want to use this for a family of 3 or more. So there is that option. So this house does not have any CC. There's no custom content. I did use move objects cheats. So if you place this house in your game, make sure you do it from inside the lot and not in map view, so that way everything transfers like it's supposed to. And I think I did enlarge a few objects. I don't think I enlarged that many objects, but I know for like the chimney that I placed on the right hand side of the house facing the front door, I did enlarge that. So definitely make sure that you have the move objects cheats on, and you do it from on the lot and not from map view, so that way you avoid any problems when it comes to placing it. And I did use content from every single pack except for Dine Out, because Lori doesn't have that pack yet. Oh my gosh, Lori, you gotta get that pack. It's freaking awesome. I think you'd love it, even though your sim can't cook and be a waiter or a waitress and that sort of thing. I don't know, it's still fun, but also comes with a lot of cool decor items too. So yeah, it's a must. You must get her Dine Out pack, yes. So let's see here. Not a whole lot of windows. I mean, there's plenty of windows to let in a lot of natural light, and I wanted to make sure that there was plenty of natural light, so you didn't have to rely so much on electricity. Yeah, because, you know, save a tree. Is it trees that make electricity? No, it's not trees that make electricity, but you get what I mean. Be nice to the environment, yeah, because global warming is a thing, people. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being silly. Perhaps I should delete that out, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll let it stay. So Yeah, as you can see, I'm very scattered brain. As you watch this, you'll see I do a lot of flip flopping. Like right now, I'm doing some landscaping in the front, and then I don't do the back until like the very end. And then when I go to do the very back, I forget that I forgot that I forgot to decorate the bathroom and put in a toilet and a shower and a sink and all that other kind of stuff. And I was like, oh man, how did I miss that? I guess I was getting excited after I did the living room. It's like, oh yes, time to do the backyard and put some backyard stuff back in there. So I had to go back and do that. And speaking of dine out, I accidentally in the bedroom, you guys will see later on, I accidentally used a lamp for the bedroom. From it was a hanging light from Dine Out, and it looked so good in that bedroom. And I was like, oh crap, that's a Dine Out light, and I didn't realize that until it was too late after filming. So I had to go back in. Well, hold on, I think it may have made it into the video. I don't know. It may have or may have not, but it was like way after I finished the bedroom that I realized I used the light from Dine Out. So I had to go in and replace that, but you should see it, and if you want it, you know, put it in there. I freaking love those lamps from Dine Out. They're freaking awesome. Not lamps. Why do I want to keep calling them lamps? I don't know. My mind's kind of derpy. But I wanted to move the lot up just a little bit just to give more room in the backyard, because I know I had some bigger stuff that I wanted to place back there. Well, at least one big item. Because, you know, it's a retreat. I didn't want to put a swimming pool in, but I put in a hot tub instead, because I thought a hot tub would be much nicer. So the lot that I built this on is in Windenburg, and it's called Rustic something. I can't remember the freaking name of that lot. I always forget this. I always forget the important stuff like that. I should write that down and take notes and have them right here in front of me. Even if I did have the notes right in front of me, I would probably forget that they're there, because I'm sitting here trying to figure out what am I supposed to talk about. Because, yeah, I'm not good at these kinds of things. No, my mic didn't cut off. I paused there because I was going back and reviewing the footage, and I was like, I really like this part in the song. That's like really freaking awesome. So it's like, I'm gonna shut up and let the people hear it, because I thought it was, I don't know, I really like that part of the song. And the name of the song is Big Wheel, by the way, in case you're curious. It's in the YouTube Creator Studio if you want to grab it for your own videos. It's a fun song. But anyways, of course, we're still doing landscaping. Landscaping doesn't... I don't take forever with landscaping. I just get indecisive, and I do one thing, and I'm like, I don't like that, so I got to go back and I got to change it. And it's like, I like this a little bit better, but then, nope, I got to go back and I got to change it again. So when I got so freaking indecisive, which I always do, I just would stop recording. And then I would figure out what I want, and if I liked it and I knew I was going to stick with it, I would hit that undo button a couple of times, and then I'd hit that record button, and then I would go back in and I would place everything down again. So yeah, that's kind of how I do things, because I can never make up my mind. So we are now finally in the bedroom, and I saw a few people do this. I think the first person I saw do this was my friend Improved in one of her speed build videos. She took one of these end tables, or whatever kind of tables they are, and used a Moo cheat to use them as like a new bed frame, so to speak, like a headboard and a footboard. So I thought I'd give it a try, and then I was like, this log bed, I like the patterns on it, but I don't like the headboard and the footboard. And so I used those spa tables from the spa day pack and meshed those in, and I was like, I can see the logs at the headboard sticking up right there, and I need to find a way to get rid of that. So I took these plants, I found these plants, which I thought were the perfect height, and I meshed them in, and I was like, okay, this works, I love it. And so after I finished doing the speed build recording, I sent my Mr. Fix-It Tester sim in to make sure that the bed does work. And it does work. You can sit on it, you can nap on it, you can sleep in it, and you can woohoo in it. You can do any of the bed interactions with those items meshed into the bed like that, and there's no visual graphic glitches. So it does work quite well, and I was pretty proud of the way that it turned out. I really liked it, and I really love this bedroom, and I think I might recreate this bedroom in one of the LPs. I don't know which one, but I really love the way that it turned out. I like the colors. I used a lot of blues, used some grays, and so I really liked it. I don't think I've ever created a bedroom that looked this good. I was legit very proud of myself. Only thing is, I had trouble figuring out which we had to have, a dresser, and I was having trouble finding one that matched. So I finally settled on that one, but I think I changed the colors at the same time. So since this is a retreat, I didn't want the bedroom to actually have a door, so I used a archway, and I did put curtains on both sides to give more privacy, and your Sims can walk in and out with those curtains there. And that hanging light, that's the light I used from Dine Out. I freaking love that light, but I couldn't use it because this was for my friend Lori, and she doesn't have that pack, so I didn't want to put anything in here that she didn't have. I wanted it to be 100% complete for her. And so I think the biggest trouble I had was figuring out how I was going to do the living room, but I finally, after probably about an hour and a half reconfiguring things because I'm too indecisive, I finally figured out what I wanted to do, and I thought it turned out pretty good. But I guess I forgot that I didn't do the living room yet. I started doing the small kitchen. It's very small because it's only meant for 2 Sims, 1 or 2 Sims at the most. So you don't need a whole lot of kitchen space. So you have some cabinets, you have your stove, you have your fridge, you have your sink, and you've got some counter space so that you can at least use it to create some food, and then you're good to go that way. So very small. Not good if you like to get up in there with a camera. Not a lot of space to get in there with a camera and get a good picture of your Sims, but it works. And of course, that always can be, you can expand it if you want to. Take some room out of the bathroom, push the walls back, or bring that back wall forward where I'm placing those counters. That can easily be drugged back a little bit to give yourself some more space in your kitchen if you need it. So I was going to go with the tile across the black wall there as an accent wall, but I could not for the life of me decide on a tile that looked good. So I think I went back to the wood paneling. Yep, I did. So that's what I did there. Alright, so just decorating the kitchen right now. Just trying to figure out what I want to put in. And I think oh yes, I put a dishwasher in. Yes, I have to have a dishwasher. Screw washing stuff in the sink, right? And then I was trying to think about what else can I put in, and I was like, well, we don't have a lot of counter space, so I need to make sure that I am careful as to what I add into the game. And so now I'm trying to figure out, did I want to put curtains in? Well, yes, I'll put curtains in, but man, we don't have any good curtains in this game, which, that's old news. And I'm just going to say the only curtains in this game that I like so far, that I thought they did a pretty freaking awesome job with, was the ones that came with the movie stuff pack. The curtains that we used in the bedroom to kind of give a little bit of privacy in that archway. Those things are badass. I really love those curtains. Can we get more like that? More good curtains, please, EA. I know every time I do one of these videos, I say that every single time, but I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that they're hearing my cries or my pleas of better curtains, and of course rugs too. We need better rugs too. Holy smokes! And I just wanted to add a little picture in there. I went with the hen and the spoon and the knife and the fork and that sort of thing. Just put that up there so it tied it all together. And of course, now we're to the living room finally. And no, this is not a joke this time. We're actually in the living room. Now, I did mesh together 2 fireplaces, and it does work. Now, when your sim goes to use this, they may use the bigger fireplace from Get Together, or they may use the base game smaller one, the red one. So you may have to click, in order to figure out which one it is, you may have to click on the red part if your sim used the base game version of the fireplace to light it. If not, click the black part. I know that's might be a little bit annoying, but I thought it looked really nice the way it turned out. It went well with the furniture. So I put some bookcases in because this is a retreat. I figured you'd be doing a lot of reading if your Sims are here, if they're readers, or maybe if they just like sitting in front of the boob tube or the TV. Like, you got a TV to watch. I also did put in a computer. That was the only request I think Lori had was, make sure there's a computer there with Wi-Fi, because she won't be bringing her grandchildren and they won't be sucking up all her data. Won't be sucking up her data. So there's my favorite curtains. Of course I used them again. I had to use them again because they're the only good curtains in this game. Shut up, Les. Shut up. I once again, I was really indecisive as far as, what I wanted to, how I wanted to outfit the living room. So it took me several takes, but I finally got it, and I was really happy with the way that things had turned out. So of course right now I'm just putting in a desk. I was trying to find something that matched the furniture, and it took me a while to find something that matched the furniture, and I ended up putting in a dining room table, and that took me a little bit too, trying to find something that matched the table, because when the lighting changes in the game, it's like, holy smokes, everything does not match like it's supposed to. Like, I originally put this dining room table in, but you'll see that or no, I cut that out of the footage. I forgot. I went with this dining room table, and I moved it up a little bit close to the couch there. So it's almost right up on it. I put these shelvings in on the back wall and just put a bunch of random stuff up there. I did use the move object cheats to get that stuff up there, and it does stay. But this is the main reason why I stress, if you're going to put this in your game, make sure you don't do it from the map mode view, and make sure you're actually on the lot to place this house, or else sometimes, I think they fixed it, but sometimes that stuff will disappear if you place the house from the map view. So it all stayed there. I replaced this. I had placed this lot several times, and I actually have it in my off camera game, and I've been using it, and I actually love it. I've really been enjoying this house, and not because I built it, but it's rare that I play with houses that I built, unless it's like for, an LP. Usually I'll go with other people's houses in my off-camera game, so that way I don't have to spend hours and hours in build mode. I will spend more time in build mode and cast than I do actually playing the game most of the time. So that's why I just usually grab somebody else's off the gallery, and so I can just go in and start playing. So there's all sorts of stuff. Alright, so the patio stuff pack, those log thingies in the frame, or the tree stumps, whatever you want to call them. I really wanted to incorporate those, but I couldn't find a way to make them work. So I ended up putting in a little table here with a mirror, and I found, let's see, there's some wall hanging plants that came with movie stuff pack that I end up putting. I actually used Moo here again. I actually placed them right above the mirror, and I thought it looked really, really cool. Of course, put some red candles in to tie in the color red. I know there's a lot of red. I don't know. I've been on a red kick lately. It's mostly been in kitchens, but it's expanding out into places like the living room. So I hope you don't mind the red. And then, of course, put a cute little teddy bear with a heart. I don't know, just because teddy bears are cute. So I put that in, and yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing with that vase. I think I was looking for something else to put there, but I stuck with a bear. I really, really liked the bear. So I was going to use this table again, and I was going to put the radio on it, but the radios don't go on it. So I ended up using the move objects cheats to just kind of raise it up and put it up there. And so when I went into game, I forgot that they can't use the radio if you use like the Alt and the 0 key to raise it. They can't use it for some reason. So I ended up, after the fact, when I finally figured it out during testing, I had to remove the radio. And what I ended up doing was using the wall speaker radio. I think that one, it came with Spa Pack 2 as well. And I ended up putting it just above that table, up against the windows. And that one does work. Your Sims can use it normally. Thank goodness. So I had to fix that, and of course that didn't make it on camera. So I'm just finishing up. I used I know we're putting in the hot tub now, but I just want to say I was trying to find some carpet or some rugs to put in that living room by the couch and the chairs, and I couldn't find one that worked. So what I ended up doing was going to carpet and using some red carpet and put that in, and that seemed to work out much better. So now we're out and we're doing the backyard. I wanted to put in a hot tub. I mentioned this earlier. I didn't want to put in a pool. I'm not a pool person, so it's rare that I put pools in. So I like the hot tub. I wanted to surround it with some trees, but it was like, well, when you go in game and you get too close, if you start getting close to trees, they start to disappear in your camera view. So I decided, well, let's go with some plants, some shrubbery instead, and I'll just go with one tree behind it. It'll still disappear, but at least we have the floral stuff around us that we can still see. And the hot tub is accessible, so it does work as normal. They just can only enter it through the front there. They can't get in from the back or the sides because of everything that is there. And of course I surrounded this with rocks. I was kind of indecisive about it at first, but I thought it looked pretty good once all was said and done. So lots of rocks. Bump, 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 rocks. Yeah. Alright, so now that we got the rocks placed, they decided, oh, well, we need to light it up. We need some lights. So I went with these, the ones that have the lanterns on them from, what's the name of that pack that comes with Grounded Falls? Crap. I forget what it's called. Wow, bad Les. But anyways, that's that's where those lights came from. It came from that, the first game pack. Wow, why can I not remember the name of it? But anyways, so the of course the patio out back, I used not all, but I used a lot of the stuff from the new backyard stuff pack, and I'm just gonna say it, the 6 chairs at a table is freaking awesome. I love all the colors. They did a really good job with this, even though this could have been included with patio stuff pack. But stuff packs, you got to look at it as, the replacement of the Sims 3 store. That's all it is. So yeah, that's how I justify these stuff packs. Is it's just a replacement for the Sims 3 store. Everybody may not agree or want to see it like that, but that's how I see it, and that's how I justify buying it, because I used to buy stuff from the Sims 3 store all the freaking time, even though it was so much more expensive than these stuff packs. So, but anyways, that bird feeder is awesome. I love that awesome bird feeder. I did on that table there, I place the lemonade thingy trays, so your Sims can, they can go outside, they can make some lemonade, keep cool, that sort of thing, and then have a sit by, there it is, that chair by the back door there. And there is a wind chime there, and those wind chimes are just as cool. I thought I was gonna like the slip and slides even more, and I think the slip and slides are freaking awesome because bubbles, I can get bubbles all up in my slip and slide. But I really love the ambiance of those wind chimes. They're just so freaking cool. But I'm kind of jealous. So far, any game that I've been playing and I put in a bird feeder, none of my Sims have been attacked by a bunch of angry birds that are pissed off because you're messing with their seed. So I don't know what happened. I guess I guess I've been lucky so far, but I don't know. I wanted to see my Sims get attacked by birds. I'm sure it'll happen at some point, but I was hoping it would happen right off the bat, but yeah, it didn't. So anyways, as you can see, we're back off to the front and just placing some lighting so that we can see, because I didn't do the lighting. That's something that I almost always do last for some reason. I don't know why. And so now here we are back at the bathroom, and so finally getting that furnished. But anyways, we're coming to the end of the speed build part of the video, so I'm gonna hush. There is some footage at the end so you can see the house better. If you like the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and thanks for sticking with me. I know 25 minutes in so far. Isn't that crazy for a cottage? I think that's pretty crazy. But anyways, I hope you guys liked it. Remember, it is in my gallery. You can search LessThanZeroSims as my EA ID, or you can search that as a hashtag, and it should come up. But anyways, I'm going to go. Remember, be kind to one another and treat those the way you want to be treated. Love you guys. See you guys next time. Bye, y'all.